Hello everyone, welcome back to our chemistry class. So in this video we will be discussing about quantum mechanics part A. So in this video we will be talking about quantum numbers of electron. So first and foremost, what is actually an orbital? So orbital actually is a space around the nucleus where there is a high probability of finding an electron. The electron is described as occupying the space around the nucleus, and the nucleus is described as being surrounded by the electron cloud. Before we go any further, let's think about the difference between an orbit and an orbital. So actually orbit, like we have learned before, is a fixed circular path where the electron revolves around the nucleus, while the orbital is a region space where the probability of finding an electron is maximum, which is 95%. So orbit is being introduced by Bohr, while orbital is being introduced by Heisenberg. So orbitals is different from one another in types of energy, shape, or spatial orientation on the electron cloud. Each electron in an atom is described and characterized by a set of 4 quantum numbers, which is principal quantum number, angular momentum quantum number, magnetic quantum number, and also electron spin quantum number. So let's take a look one by one in detail about this set of quantum numbers, namely N, L, M, and S. So the first quantum numbers is called as the principal quantum number. Dengan simbol dia N kecil, principal quantum number will indicate the energy level of the electron, and also it indicates the electron shell. It will only have positive integers, okay, and will be equal 1, 2, 3, and infinity. So let's take a look at this model. In the center we will have nucleus, okay. The first shell is called as N equals to 1. The second shell is N equals to 2. The third shell we call it as N equals to 3. And the fourth shell we call it as N equals to 4. Other than that, the principal quantum number will also determine the size and energy of an atomic orbital. Okay, so as we can see there, as the n value increase, the orbital size also will increase. Okay, and the energy also will be increased. So as we can see there, the diagram of S orbital, okay, when we compare the orbital 1s, 2s, and 3s, the shape is still the same, but the size is bigger. It is also the same when we compare the p orbital. So when we look at the p orbital, the shape is still the same, which is dumbbell shape, but the size is different, meaning to say when we compare 2p and 3p, 3p is bigger. Next, let's take a look at angular momentum quantum number. So angular momentum quantum number, also called as azimuthal, subsidiary, or orbital quantum number. So angular momentum quantum number with the symbol L, okay, it will indicate the shape and type of orbital. So when we look there, when the value of L is equal to 0, it belongs to orbital S, and the shape for S orbital is sphere. Next, when L is equals to 1, it belongs to p orbital, and the shape of p orbital is dumbbell. Next, when L is equals to 2, it belongs to orbital D, and the shape of the D orbital is clover leaf. Okay. Lastly, which is not in your syllabus, when L is equals to 3, it belongs to the F orbital. So, the value of L will depend on the value of N, which is L can be 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., etc., and the N will be N minus 1. Okay, so let's take a look at a few examples here. So when N is equals to 1, so the value of L will be 0. Next, when N is equals to 2, so the value of L would be 0 and 1. Next, when N is equals to 5, the value of L will start at 0. Okay, dot dot dot, and also 5 minus 1. So meaning to say the value of L should be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And lastly, when N is equals to 4, the value of L should be 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the third quantum number is called as magnetic quantum number with the symbol m, small m. So magnetic quantum number will describe the orientation. So orientation ini adalah arrangement of the orbital in space around the nucleus. So in the previous slides, I already tell you the types of orbital. So there are 3 types of orbital, which is s orbital, p orbital, and also d orbital. So why I tell you this? Because the value of m will depend on the value of L, in which m is equals to negative L, 0, and also positive L. So for an example, we have L equals to 3. When L is equals to 3, so the value of m should be negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, and plus 3. Next, if we have L equals to 2, then the value of n should be negative 2, negative 1, 0, plus 1, and plus 2. The diagram in these slides will show the s orbital, p orbital, and d orbital. So let's take a look at s orbital first. So s orbital is when L is equals to 0. So when L is equals to 0, the value of m is 0. And there is only one digit when m equals to 0, meaning to say there is only one arrangement for the s orbital. Next, let's take a look at p orbital. So p orbital is when L is equals to 1. So when L is equals to 1, m should be negative 1, 0, and plus 1. As you can see there is 3 digits for the m value. So meaning to say there is 3 arrangement for the p orbital. The arrangement is called as px, py, and pz. Lastly, let's take a look at d orbital. D orbital is when L is equals to 2. So the value of M should be -2, -1, 0, +1, and also +2. So as you can see there is 5 digit for the value of M. So meaning to say there is 5 arrangement for d orbital, in which the d arrangement is called as dxy, dyz, dxz, dz square, and also dx square minus y square. Okay, so the last quantum numbers is called as electron spin quantum number with the symbol s small s. So the electron spin quantum number will represent the spin direction of electron on its own axis. So there is two possible motion of an electron, which is clockwise and anti-clockwise. So the value of s is positive half and negative half. Positive half will represent the clockwise motion, while the negative half will present the anti-clockwise motion. So electron will have two direction. Okay, so kalau kita wakilkan dia guna anak panah, satu anak panah ke atas dan satu anak panah ke bawah. So the upward arrow will represent the clockwise punya motion, while the downward punya arrow akan represent the anti-clockwise punya motion. So, as a conclusion, what is actually quantum number? A set of complete quantum number will include n, l, m, s, in which it is used to determine precisely the position of an electron in an atom. Please make sure that when you write your quantum numbers, you need to write it in a bracket and use a comma in between of the word. So, n represent the number of shell, while L represent the shape of the orbital, M will show the orientation, while S will show the spin motion of the electron. So macam mana mau ingat NLMS? Kita gunalah nasi lemak Mak Siti. So NLMS. So this table show the quantum numbers when n equals to 1, 2, and 3, and this table we will be using in 2.3 electronic configuration. So let us take a look at a few examples regarding this subtopic. So example 1, you need to explain the position of electron given the set of quantum numbers there, 2, 1, 0, and -12. So remember that NLMS is the set of our quantum numbers. So when n is equals to 2, it indicates that electron is at energy level 2. Next, when L is equals to 1, so it indicates the electron is located in p orbital. So remember that when L is equals to 0, it indicates s orbital, 1 indicates p orbital, and L equals to 2 will indicate d orbital. When m is equals to 0, it indicates that the electron can be in orbital px, py, or pz. This is because when L is equals to 1, the value of M can be -1, 0, or +1. So this indicates the p orbital, px, py, and pz, but we cannot determine for sure which one will m equals to 0 belongs to. So m equals to 0 will indicate the orbital can be px, py or pz. Lastly, when s equals to negative half, this indicates that the electron spin is at anti-clockwise. For example 1b, I want you to do it by yourself. For example 2, you were asked to write all possible set of quantum numbers for an electron in second shell. Meaning to say you were asked to list out the NLMS for all the electron in the second shell. So to answer this question, it is much better if we use the table. So when n is equals to 2, L is equals to 0 and 1. So when L is equals to 0, M can be 0. Okay. Next, when L is equals to 1, M can be negative 1, 0 and positive 1. And finally, the value of S can only be positive half and negative half. So let us list down all the possible quantum numbers for the electron. So the first one should be 2, 0, 0, positive half. Next one should be 2, 0, 0, negative half. And then 2, 1, negative 1, positive half. And then the next one, 2, 1, negative 1, negative half. And then the next one should be 2, 1, 0, positive half. And then 2, 1, 0, negative half. 2, 1 plus 1, positive half, or 2, 1 plus 1, negative half. So actually there is total 8 possible quantum sets of quantum numbers for an electron in the second shell. Next, for an example 3, you were asked to determine the value of L and M when n is equals to 4. Okay, so I will show you how to answer this question in two ways. The first one, when n is equal to 4, we know that L is equal to 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the value of M, okay, the value of M should start with 0, and then negative 1, 0 plus 1, and then negative 2, negative 1, 0 plus 1 and plus 2, and then negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0 plus 1 plus 2 and plus 3. The second one is we answer this question using a table. So when n is equal to 4, L is equals to 0, 1, 2, and 3. So the value of M when L is equal to 0 is 0. L equals to 1, M equals to negative 1, 0, and plus 1. L equals to 2, M equals to negative 2, negative 1, 0, plus 1, and plus 2. And then when L is equals to 3, the value of M should be negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2, and plus 3. So the value of plus 3 is missing there. Kamu tambah sejak dalam kamu punya nota ya. So I already show you two ways how to specify the value of L and M. So kamu pilihlah kamu mau guna yang mana satu. So the next example, example 4, you were asked to give all possible M values for orbitals that have each of the following. So when L is equals to 2, M can be negative 2, negative 1, 0, plus 1, plus 2. Next, when N is equals to 1, okay, so L is equals to 0 and M is equals to 0. Next, when N is equals to 4 and L is equals to 3, then your m value should be -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, +2, +3. Next, example 5, you are asked to give the name magnetic quantum number m and the number of orbitals for each subshell with the following quantum numbers. For question A, when n is equals to 3, L is equals to 2, meaning to say the value of m should be -2, -1, 0, +1, and +2. Meaning to say there is a total of 5 orbitals there, and the name of the orbital is 3D. Next, for question B, when n is equals to 2, L is equals to 0, therefore m should be 0. So the number of orbitals there are only 1, and the name of the orbital is 2s. Next, for question C, when n is equals to 5, L is equals to 1. Therefore, the value of m should be -1, 0, and +1. So there is total of 3 orbitals there, and the name of the orbital, okay, is 5 what? 5p. And the last one, when n is equals to 4, L equals to 3, therefore the value of m should be -3, -2, -1, 0, +1, and +3. So there is a total of 7 orbitals there, and the name of the orbital is 4f. Next, for example 7, for the following subshells, give the values of the quantum number NLM and the number of orbitals in each subshell. So, mari kita tengok yang pertama. Yang pertama subshell dia adalah 3p. Okay, 3p. So, the value nomor 3 tu mewakili n sama dengan 3. So, value L adalah 1 sebab dia p orbital, maka m kita -1, 0, +1, so there is a total of 3 orbitals there. Next, for question B, subshell 6s, so meaning to say n will be equal to 6, L will be equal to 0 sebab dia orbital s, okay. So when L is equals to 0, the value of m should be 0. So there is only 1 orbital for subshell 6s. And then the last subshell is 5d. Therefore, the value of n is equals to 5. Okay, and L is equals to 2 because of d orbital. Okay. And then, when L is equals to 2, the value of m should be -2, -1, 0, +1, and +2. So, there is a total of 5 orbitals in the 5D subshells. Okay, and the last example, example 8, you were asked to write the 4 quantum numbers for an electron in 3s orbital. So, meaning to say, dia suruh kamu tulis dia punya NLMS, itu 4 quantum numbers. So, orbital 3s, meaning to say, the n is equals to 3, the L will be 0, and then the value of m should be 0, and the value of s should be positive half or negative half. So the first quantum number is 300 positive half, and the second quantum number should be 300 negative half. Okay, so that's all for this video. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Thank you for your time, guys. So take care and bye bye.